What's going on, everybody? Marco Liano coming to you here with video number 9 of the JDOC series, and I just wanted to come to you guys today. It is currently 8:57 in the afternoon, about to head to bed pretty soon, but I just wanted to update you guys with my progress so far. Let's to show you, see if today was a little bit better in terms of waking up, and I did wake up late again. I was a little bit disappointed today, to be honest. But I did realize that I've been going to sleep later than I should be, like 11 o'clock, where I should be waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I realized, okay, I need to I need to go to sleep a little bit earlier so I can give my body some time to rest and wake up a little bit more with energy and not so groggy. So 2 days in which I broke the consistency. So I just got to fine tune some things and fix some things. So it's not an end all be all. I realize that this is just part of the process, and I have to make sure I keep it moving in one direction. So I gotta just tweak it a little bit, just a tiny bit. So it's part of life, guys. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you learn from some, and I'm constantly learning. I am constantly evolving, constantly learning how to speak to myself better and navigate the thoughts of your own mind. Because if you think about it, how many thoughts run through your mind on a daily basis? Maybe hundreds, thousands of thoughts that are just kind of everywhere. And I'm learning to navigate through those thoughts, in which I can realize what I'm thinking right now. Let's see, is it helping me or is it not helping me? Is it helping me or is it hurting me? And if it's hurting me, why and how can I change it into something that's helping me? So I run through those thoughts very frequently on how I can make a situation better. Because, life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Not everything goes according to plan. So even I've had, challenges, ups, downs, over the last 4 years, when I actually, left home and was pretty much on my own in terms of figuring out who I'm going to be. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. So I went ahead and learned how to navigate the thoughts of my mind. And it hasn't been too easy in terms of trying to be okay with how everything's happening. But it is a trained process. And that's what I'm learning is, everything's really happening for a reason. You don't know why right now. I don't know why I'm going through what I'm going right now. Going through different areas in my life, different situations, different opportunities, jobs, experiences in general. I go through those and I'm like, why did those happen? It's like a book in life where you're going through the pages and you're flipping through it, and it's where you are right now. It's like sticking at a page and reading it over and over and over and over again and getting frustrated that it's not changing. So if you're reading over that page over and over and over again, you're realizing, why does this keep happening? Why is this a problem? This always happens to me. Well, you're playing that over and over and over on that page. Now, how can you solve this? One, you realize that you're still on that page and that you have to flip the page. Flip the page and start reading the next part of the story. The next page, and then the next page, and the next page, until the very end of the book. You close it and you're like, wow, that was a good story. That I really like that book. Why? Because of the process and the story that you went through. And it's the same way with your life. You got to go through each day and each page and realize that there's a purpose and there's something at the end of that book that's everything's leading up to it. But the catch with life is that you write a page a day. You only write one page a day, so there's nothing really written, or I think maybe it's like an invisible ink where you can't really see it unless you have a tool to be able to, like the little black light, to be able to see the ink. So you need to have a tool to get you there to be able to see something you haven't seen before. And most of the time it's people that are more successful than you. That's kind of the black light that's allowing you to see on the other side of what's possible. So now imagine if on the book that you're writing on your life, Imagine if you had the pen, or if you were typing that book out, and each page you're trying to make the best story possible. Because who would want to read a book or watch a movie that doesn't have a good story? Nobody. So imagine you were creating that book of your life, and you go and you want to make this the most epic movie ever. But there's no challenges, there's no ups and downs inside it during the movie. You know, everything's happy, everything's dandy. What kind of book was that? Who would read that book? You know, not many people. But what if you had a book that every page that you went through, you realize, ooh, this is making it a good story. What would make it even better? Oh wow, what if they did this, and the story ended up in a good story where it taught a positive lesson and it helped a whole lot of people? What if that's the book that you were creating, rather than focusing on the pages that you're on, or maybe the difficult and challenges, and you're focusing on the challenge? You're not focusing on what could be, what the result could be. So start to focus on the page that you're on now, and realize that you're on that page, but don't stay on that page. Flip the page and go into the next part of the story. And those books that really get you like hooked to a book is the one that have a really compelling story that you could read through the whole book in like a day or 2 days. Those are the best types of stories. Now you want to create the juiciness of the story while you're living it each and every day, which is you're just writing a new page to your book. So the people that come into your life, they might be part of one chapter of your life, but they might not be part of the whole story. You know, you have some people that are going to be, you know, main characters in your life that are going to make it to the very end of the of your life. So if you were to think about it that way and start painting your, picture of your mind of being that you're the artist, you're the writer, you're the one that's creating the story, and it's up to you what the result's going to look like. And for me, I've realized that I have a picture that's playing in my mind. I know I'm going to make it somehow. I know I'm going to be successful, but I don't know how. I don't know why I'm doing the things I'm doing and what it's going to lead to, but I have to trust the process. I have to realize that that's the key to be able to understand where you currently are and where you're going. If you didn't know where you were, you wouldn't know where to go. You wouldn't know which direction to head to or what your destination was. You got to know where you're currently at. So being more self-aware of yourself in the here and now, and realizing like, look, I'm going through this right now, but I know I'm going to get somewhere, and whatever I'm going through right now, as long as I keep my eyes on the prize and keep myself centered enough to be able to go through life and realize the lessons and everything, I'm going to create one heck of a story that is going to potentially help, hundreds or maybe thousands of people. But if it even just changes one life, like it had changed mine, I would be, so grateful and so happy that somebody's getting value from what I'm saying, strictly from the thoughts of my mind or what I created in the book or the movie. Like imagine that had happened to you, where somebody helped you and change your life, and you really want to pass that down just to even one person. How powerful would that be? So taking that image of your mind and bringing it down to show other people of what you're thinking, now that is magical. So I'll end it off with that today. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you want to follow me on the journey to the very end of the year through video number 365 to 1 million subscribers, make sure you jump on and see the rise. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.